short practice with the theme of letting go on the day that I am doing this live. It is a day with a full moon. There are various full moons with various meanings that take place through the year. And when you relate them and connect them, especially to their astrology signs like Libras or Scorpios or Aquarius and such, there can be even more detailed themes to these full moons. But this practice can really be done around or on the day or night of any full moon, as we're going to focus on some asanas that are about releasing and letting go. And then you can personalize it with an intention or in relation if you decide to search, on the date that you're doing this practice on what full moon is coming or has passed or is on the day of. But with every full moon, it's about cycles. The moon runs in cycles, our lives run in cycles, and just about everything is cyclical on this 3D plane on the earth. And so with these cycles with the moon, it can be with a new moon, it means new beginnings. It could be preparation and taking action and then refinement. And then as you get to a full moon, it could be coming to a close, releasing anything or chapters and situations to then prep for another new moon cycle. So we're gonna just go ahead and get started and just run through about five or so poses that connect us to our heart chakra. Moving through certain asanas can help us to maybe, not exactly run away or escape a situation physically at the time, but allows us to connect to our bodies and what we're feeling, what's going on, what emotions are we holding or have we held, and how we can move from a state of reaction or reactivity to response and that release, letting go of maybe, certain thoughts that happen that can be related to a situation or certain emotions that can be related to it. And so as you move through these poses and positions and stretches, you can kind of welcome, whatever feelings that arise to just be. And you can thank those feelings and emotions for being there, for they want to protect you. And you could, let them go through intention and movement and awareness. So if you're not already seated, you're more than welcome to grab a stable chair. You can adapt and do variations of these poses on the yoga mat. But for today, we're gonna do them seated, and we're gonna start with some cows and cats. This is a popular set of asanas where you're getting right into that heart chakra. You're detoxing the body by massaging the organs, and you're getting into that back and spine lengthening, and where our Kundalini energy finds its way up, bringing its awareness from our lower to our higher chakras. So it's not just a great physical warm up, but it's something that can help us tap right into that energy. So whether you're on mat or seat, maybe the hands are restful on the thighs. Shake anything out that you need. Take a deep inhale, deep exhale. Relax the shoulders. And then begin your cat cows slowly. And then maybe they speed up or change in speed and fullness as they continue. But they can be small to start, especially if this is your first movement of the day. Inhaling in your cow, exhaling in your cat pose. So just continue, keeping moving, taking up more space as you inhale into the body, and then releasing, really letting go as everything comes in. And you round the back of the cat. So just continue moving through. Feel the body. If you've been connected, you may have noticed that I I've been practicing a lot more of my French, and I share that through the yoga practice also. So if you are interested in that and you're curious, then what would the asanas be in French instead of English? Then your cow pose would be vache, V-A-C-H-E, and your cat pose would be chat, so C-H-A-T. I tend to change it to kitten, to chaton, just for ease of understanding, C-H-A-T-T-O-N. But you don't really need to know that for this moon releasing practice. I just figured I'd share that since I have get those questions sometimes. So you're gonna go ahead and maybe do one more round of your cow and cat. And the next time you find yourself in cat, you're going to really round that back, lengthening the spine, that belly button pulling in, letting go, and return to center. The next pose we're going to do is a spinal twist. Once again, connecting with our centers, our heart chakra, our spine. And with the spinal twist, we typically start with raising the arms towards the sky, which can lengthen and allow the crown to ascend towards the ceiling above. The feet and lower body gets to descend to the earth, allowing this lengthening, this opening, this expansion of growing tall and aligning and opening and balancing all of our chakras. And also, when you're connected to your heart chakra and in that zone, that is what welcomes connection between our lower and higher chakras. So you're going to inhale and extend the arms out, raise them up. You're going to exhale, twist in one direction or the other. It doesn't matter which direction you go to first. And then breathe, lengthen, and in your spinal twist, when you are getting ready to lengthen or deepen the stretch, you inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist, release. One more breath, release. Then we're going to slowly return to center. And then we're going to do that on the opposite side. So inhale the arms out and up again. Exhale, twist. Adjust, adapt your body and your spinal twist. Once again, that chin can follow the back shoulder. One more. Deep exhale, let it all go. Going to return to center. We're going to go into an Uttanasana. Now, with the Uttanasana, which is a forward fold, if you are dealing with any sort of vertigo, just be mindful of that. That's that blood flow making its way towards the crown of the head. This is a gentle inversion, and this taps into our higher third chakras, our eye chakras, and also can tap into that throat chakra. And what it does is it allows our third eye, when I said third, I apologize. So our third eye chakra and our higher chakras, which can help us to, as we invert, bring some balance, bring ourselves to awareness, bringing ourselves back down to grounding, and welcomes this connection between, where our minds take us in a certain place or about a certain situation, and welcome this more logical side to it of this balancing out. So you're going to lift the arms up towards the ceiling once again. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Be mindful of the seat. You want to make sure your seat is nice and sturdy. Allow that spine to lengthen. If you don't have vertigo or any nausea or anything going like that, you can allow that head to fully just invert. The upper body be heavy. You could take a seated rag doll. If there's any tension or tightness coming up in the jaw, bring awareness to that and relax your jaw, relax the mouth. On your next inhale, we're going to take a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, you're going to forward fold and then root to rise. So allow that head to fall, decompress the spine. Inhale, exhale, slowly rise. Arms are going to float through center towards sky. Vision can follow. Exhale, palms to heart. Beautiful. We're going to go through one more pose that can welcome letting go. It's this cow face pose. It tends to stretch into those lower chakras and bring a little awareness and where we find our stability, our self-confidence, our kind of needs in life that help us be a basis. And those lower chakras tap into some of our anxieties and stresses and emotions here. Just like our shoulders kind of tap into some different various stretches too. So you're releasing those feelings, welcoming them as they arise, and letting go through exhalation. So we're going to go through Gomukhasana, which is our cow face pose, and we're just going to worry about the feet for this one, or the lower body legs. And if you're doing a cow face pose seated in a chair, you're just going to cross your legs. We're going to balance out with doing both sides and just taking a breath there as we do it. So if that's not something within your body's preference in this practice today, that's okay. You have the option to maybe just cross the past the ankles. You could also then maybe you prefer to focus on the arms, hands, bring them into a variation of eagle instead, which can balance out, but kind of brings that twist and awareness to the arms instead of the thighs and legs. Or you could take a reverse prayer behind the back. So adapt as you choose. You can always take a Shavasana and just take a moment to, see what comes up. That's fine too. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and start with that right leg. It's going to cross over the left. And notice my left foot then wanted to shoot out right. The right foot is over the left. Our seated Gomukhasana, our seated cow face pose. Knees are over knees. That's the thing here when you're practicing that. It just kind of stretches out the body a little bit differently. You have the options to bring the hands just resting over each leg, or you can take any sort of mudra that you prefer with it. I'm going to rest hands on legs, lengthen through the spine, relax my chin, opening up the airways. Take a few deep breaths here. Gently open the eyes if they were closed. I'm going to use my hands to assist. I'm crossing the legs. Balance out, taking that opposite leg now right over because the legs can be different. They can be different on each side, the hands, the arms. Shake out anything you need, adjust your seat. See if maybe the knees do not go on in layer as they did the same way on the opposite footing. But once you get where you'd like in your seated cow face pose, go ahead once again, lengthen, soften the chin, connect with a few breaths. Slowly soften and open the eyes if they were closed once again. Slowly assist the legs from uncrossing once again. Take a moment to just relax the spine. Hands can face up to connect to outside of self. Relax shoulders, eyes, jaw. Take a breath. You can remain in your Shavasana as long as you'd like, or what I like to call the moment for peace. It allows you to just sit and take as long as you prefer or you would like here to connect that breath, stay connected to that heart, release anything that's rising that's ready to be let go of. And if you have any questions about asanas and connections to full moon, please don't hesitate to reach out. The info is on the page, Carmita Smiles, or you can always visit carmitasmiles.com. But thank you for celebrating in this full moon with me, or any full moon if you watch this. When you're ready to celebrate and let go and explore movements with the full moon, I'll see you next time. So thanks so much.